brothers and sisters in the network of undeniable blessing. This is Superintendent Mark reminding everybody that it's almost Advent. This Sunday launches the first Sunday in our holy season. I thought I would just share with you the story of the perfect pandemic Christmas song, because it kind of reminds me of what we're going through today. And I hope it gives you, in fact, a preview in terms of what God might be doing in some ways in our midst. Well, Time magazine declared Silent Night to be the most popular Christmas song ever sung. They declared that to be true in 2014. May not be true today, but I'm guessing it's still, if not the, one of the most popular Christmas songs of all time. But its humble beginnings really remind me of the transformations that we're experiencing today, transformations we don't really want to experience, not being able to worship in the way that we want to worship, in person, with bands, singing out loud together in church. So Silent Night was a song that was forced into existence as an adaptation to broken worship. On December 23, 1818, a traveling band of actors who performed a live version of the birth of Jesus to organ music made their way to the church in Obendorf, a little village outside of Salzburg. They had scheduled to do a performance that day and discovered that they could not perform in the church. The organ was broken. Back in that day, no organ meant no church music. Just, you can't have church music without an organ. Nobody knows even yet to this day exactly what happened, just that the usual way of doing worship and music was suddenly taken from them, and they had to do something with it. So this band of actors actually performed the Christmas play, but they did it in a private home. Imagine that. Even as many of us will celebrate Christmas in our private homes, in our own version of a silent night this year. Well, the pastor who organized the event, his name was John Moore, or rather Joseph Moore, took the long way home after this home performance and meditated on the way. It was a snowy night, and as he walked over a hillside and saw his church and homes covered with snow, was struck by the power and presence of Jesus that he had just witnessed in the performed play in a private home. And it was a beautiful, silent night filled with the wonders of Christmas. Now, Pastor Moore was kind of a brilliant guy. He'd actually written a poem very much reminding him of the birth of Jesus several months before, but he didn't have any music for church on Christmas Eve. This was the 23rd, so, Christmas Eve for him was tomorrow. So he made his way home and brushed off that old poem that he'd written and rewrote it as a Christmas song. However, a poem without music, of course, isn't a song, it's just a poem. And in order to have music for church that Sunday, he took it to his now unemployed organist because, the organ wasn't working. But even an unemployed organist is able to use his amazing talents, and he understood music. So he helped Pastor Moore put Silent Night to music. The music of a guitar, which Pastor Moore also played. So on Christmas Eve in 1818, at the little church in Obendorf, Pastor Moore led his congregation to sing Silent Night for the first time using a guitar, simple, unaccompanied by an organ, completely an adaptation to what really was a worship disaster for them. Well, it didn't take long for the song to become popular. In fact, a few weeks later, another world famous, actually at the time, organist dropped by to visit the organist at the Obendorf church. And the Oberndorf organist played a few bars of Silent Night, and this world famous organist took it back home and introduced it to a couple of world-class singers, and before long all of Europe and now all the world was singing Silent Night. It's been translated into over 300 different languages. Stille Nacht is the original, now Silent Night translated into English. Anyways, I share all of that because what could have been an utter disaster, everybody unable to sing or to experience Christmas the way they'd always done it or the way they hoped, everything was broken, such a sad Christmas, turned into being a transformational, groundbreaking Christmas that touches our hearts even today. So as you sing Silent Night this year, remember during our pandemic, as we are at home in our own silent night, that God can use even our modest adaptations in a hard time to have a profound impact in our souls and in the souls of those that we choose to love and show the light of Jesus to. So, Merry Christmas. Enjoy the upcoming Advent, all of our adaptive ways. God bless you. Be the undeniable.